Welcome to the first day of tutorial week, the week where I'll be showing you how to do things I know how to do. First up on our list are time lapses. For this tutorial, I'll be focusing on using video to create time lapses. Sorry to any photographers that are watching. First up, you're going to need something fairly obvious, a camera to use. Also, it's pretty recommended that you have a pretty big card. I'm going to be using a 32 gig one for this tutorial. Before you go out in the field, you'll want to know if your camera has certain limitations that some cameras just in general do. I know for a lot of Canon cameras, they'll stop after they reach a 4 GB file size and they won't record after, so be wary of that. I don't know about any other platforms, but you might want to check, and if you haven't recorded long periods of video, you probably don't know, so you could probably go Google it. For this specific tutorial, we're going to go down to the park near me, and I recommend bringing something that you can do for at least 1 hour. Now it's time to frame your shot. This is where the most variability would come in. You have clouds, you have people, you have the sun, you have shadows. Just take your pick and get a good shot. Once you have your shot picked out, it's time to go punch in all your settings. Resolution, exposure, ISO. That works. Go ahead and punch all that stuff in, or just set it on program. Your choice. Here comes the lengthiest part, waiting for a time lapse to be filmed. This is where the material that I told you should bring for at least an hour comes in. You can go ahead and do whatever you brought, read a book, whatever. You can go ahead and do that as your time lapse films. Now that you have your video, it's time to go back and edit. Let's head on back to the computer. First thing you want to do when you get on the computer is you want to transfer the video off of your memory card. Next, you want to go ahead and import the video into your editing software of choice. I'm using Windows Movie Maker for the sake of simplicity, but if you want to do it on something, say, Final Cut, rendering might be a problem, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, now that we've got the video imported into Movie Maker, we can go ahead and start editing. I'm going to go to Project and Widescreen since this is a widescreen format. And now you want to go select the video, click Edit, and scroll down to 64. That seems to be the quickest that you can do it in Movie Maker, but you can go ahead and republish the video again just to make sure everything is correct. And now let's give it a play. That about does it for time lapses. It's not really all that complicated once you actually get into it. So let's go through the steps of a time lapse real quick. Step 1, gather your equipment. Step 2, go find a place you can time lapse. Step 3, set everything right and start recording. Step 4, go into an editing software and speed it up. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out the next tutorial video, which will be on long exposure shots. And if you haven't, go check out the vlog that has bloopers and outtakes of this kind of stuff that I've been doing on here. Glad to see you, and I will see you guys next time.